K York, he's a kicker, man. And I don't know if you know how I am about these things.
I know how you feel about kickers. I know.
I feel like we making them too important, man. Like, K York is like, it's important to have a kicker that can make kicks. But like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. If I could get somebody I know that's gonna make 40-yard field goals and the extra points, and then like they can't make nothing past 50 yards, I'll live with that. I can't live with the dude that misses 3 or 4 extra points a game. A year. Like that's just, I can't do that. Like that, I can't live with that. That's just inconsistent to the point of where you're not really reliable. And honestly, I feel like field goal range is much too far. They put that bar there at the 45 where you could technically make a field goal, and everybody thinks you should take the points because the points are there. That's a 58-yard field goal. There is no guarantee that those points there. The only spot that's like take the points territory to me, 20 yards and in. If you 20 yards and in, that field goal should be automatic. But outside of that, where it's like a 40-yard field goal, I feel like we overestimate the ability of kickers, and it's kicking our ass. I feel like we do.
Listen, I hear you, but you got to remember, listen, you AFC North talk. You know the kicker we have in this division.
Yeah. And everybody think that they got them. They got him. There's one of him. There's one. They made one Justin Tucker.
You just got to see him twice a year. You realize how important it is to have a good kicker.
Hey, look, I'm not saying it's not important to have Justin Tucker. Yes, Justin Tucker is important. I always say having Justin Tucker on your team is important, but dog, they made one of them. Like that's like being like, hey, it's important to have Tom Brady on your team. That don't mean you gonna get you a Tom.
Even Evan McPherson, that's a really good kicker, man.
He be missing them extra points. He be missing them extra points. He be smacking them extra points bad. See,
that rookie year was crazy though.
Yeah, he had a nice little run. But all I'm saying is, I'd rather be talking about Deshaun. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather it be Deshaun had to make a play. Like, if it's 4th and 3, and you're down, let's say it's like 5 minutes left, you're down, let's say 9 points, 4th and 3, and you on the 40. And you're not sure you're going to get this ball back. Are you going to kick that field goal or are you going to go for the touchdown?
No, of course you don't kick the field goal.
Exactly. So why? If your quarterback's good enough, you shouldn't have to worry about it. And what does everybody do when they kick the field goal when you feel like you could get it? Boo. But then we want to act like they heroes? Like, nah, man. Nobody wants to do this. The kicker is the equivalent of a life preserver on a boat. The boat should not... You should never need the life preserver on the boat. That's all my point is. You know what I mean? That's what the kicker is.
Yeah, but it's nice to have it, though, ain't it?
It's nice to have it. Yeah, I'm not saying don't carry a kicker on the roster, even though I am an advocate for like, hey, maybe some wide receivers can kick some extra points. Maybe that can happen. Maybe I feel like we can save the roster space. I don't think it's that important. But, you can have the lifeboat. You know what I mean? The lifeboat's fine. You want to keep the lifeboat on the roster? That's cool. I'm not against that. But what I am saying is we shouldn't be getting on the boat excited about the lifeboat. You know what I mean? Because you should only need it if the boat goes down and everything else. Myles Garrett, the boat. Deshaun Watson, the boat. The only time we need K York is when both of them sink. And if both of them sinking, we need to talk about the boat, not the goddamn kicker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying. I don't get as mad at the kickers as everybody else, and I don't love them as much as everybody else. I am truly indifferent on this position, except for people's feelings on my indifference. I am not indifferent on that. Obviously, I get mad about these things, but that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We put too much importance on them. Yes, they are important. They technically do an important function on the field, but we don't need somebody that damn good to do it. We just need somebody who can make an extra point. Like, who was the dude that was in here that made the extra points 2 years ago? We got rid of him for K York. What's his name?
I know who you're talking about. He had a good year this year, too. We
could have drafted somebody for the 4th round pick, and it had to do that was making the extra points. But no, Q, he can't make 50-yard field goals. He can't make it. We need a Justin Tucker. And it was like, okay, we gonna go blind looking for this one of one. Justin Tucker is one man that exists, and there's one Justin Tucker. Every time somebody say that there's a next Justin Tucker, what that dude do? Miss like 3 straight field goals. I'm just saying, Justin Tucker has ruined our expectations on kickers. It used to be you'd be fine with that. What was Phil Dawson really? Phil Dawson wasn't like 60-yard field goal guy. He was just real reliable with extra points. and 40-yard field goals. You know what I mean? That's what Phil Dawson would do. We would score 12 points in the game. It'd be all Phil Dawson 40-yard field goals because it's all the offense could muster. But that's all you need from the kicker position. You don't need these. So everybody thinks you need those 60-yard field goals, and then K. York makes one to win a game, and then we all fall in love and get drunk on the juice. And then when he misses a 40-yard field goal to win the game, we don't want to say nothing about it. Just saying. We would have.
What you mean we want to say nothing about it? We killed Cade for that.
Nah, people. I attract kicker apologists, dog. They find me. They are like, Quincy is too hard on these kickers. Quincy, why do you hate kickers? All this stuff, and it's like, I don't hate kickers. I hate y'all. You know what I mean? Like, it's y'all. They keep making me talk about them. That's who I hate. You know, I saw somebody break down film on a long snapper. I almost quit football. You know what I mean? Like, that was almost it for me. I was like, you know what? It might be a wrap. Somebody's breaking down long snapper tape. Like, we have strayed too far from football. You know what I mean? Like,
I know Browns fans had Jay Feely breaking down long snapper holds for Cade. I was like, oh. We in a bad spot.
I had to watch some. I had to go back and watch some Aaron Donald tape from Pitt to just cleanse myself of what I had just saw. I was like, come on now. But yeah, other than kicker stuff, it's nice to talk to COLB, who we now know kicker apologist. Wow, I didn't know. You didn't strike me. You didn't strike me as somebody that be out here. You got a kicker jersey?
You gonna hit me with the label?
You got a kicker jersey? Wow. You got a kicker jersey. You be rocking. You be out there rocking the single digits. You got, what's K. York number? I don't even know. Is he 8? Is that what his number is?
I don't even know K's number. That's crazy.
Nah. Okay. Wow. I didn't know. You didn't strike me as that. You know, usually we ain't the ones doing that, but you out here doing that. You know what I mean? That's wild. Wild.
That's crazy, dog.
Wild. Wow. What's next? You gonna get a Raul Neto jersey? That's what's gonna happen next. You gonna get a Neto jersey?
Oh, don't do that. Hey, at least he be guarding. At least he be guarding.
Show me your Caruso Lakers jersey. You know what I mean?
Hey, you're not gonna talk bad about an NBA champion in front of me.
Okay. Yep. Was you one of them dudes that was talking about Kyle Kuzma was like a third star in the Lakers? Were you one of those?
Oh no. Hey, go on my Twitter, literally type in Kyle Kuzma, see what I was saying about Kuzma.
All right. I had to make sure. You know what I mean? Make sure you ain't got a Wyatt Teller jersey somewhere in your closet or something like that.
You know who can use Kuz right now? The Cavs.
Yeah. We can use Jeff Green.
Cavs can use a lot right now.
Honestly, we could use Richard Jefferson. Like, can he come back? Like, that's what RJ did, was guard the wing and then shoot some threes. You know, that's all. RJ need to come back, man. Get some Shannon Fry. Get Shannon Fry in here. At least he can shoot. Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver would start on this team right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he would start. We could have him out there with Kevin Love and Ricky. That would be terrible. But,
when we're going to have the Kevin Love conversation?
All I know is when Kevin Love is out there, boy, Evan Mobley is tired.
Hey, you ever watch the opposing team every time Kevin come in? Every time Kevin come in, they be like,
every time Kevin come in, you see the other team's 3 or 4 go, hey, ISO, screen hunting.
Every time Kev switch onto a guard, that guard goes straight to the basket. You hear me? He don't look at nobody. He ain't trying to run a play. Straight to the basket.
Oh yeah, it's bad. And then Evan Mobley be trying to keep up. I'll be like, Poe Evan Mobley, man. He did not sign up for this, man. Because Kevin's lost more than a step now. Like, he used to be slow. Don't get me wrong. He's never been an athlete. Well, not a great athlete or anything like that, but like, it's gotten to a different level. But that's a different conversation. I might have to have you on to talk about Kevin Love and the Cavs pretty soon here. But I want to thank you for coming on. Make sure y'all follow COLB on Twitter. He does work with SB Nation. He's also a prolific Twitter person. Also does spaces from time to time as well. COLB, appreciate you being on, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, bro. Appreciate it. We will definitely talk some Cavs because it's getting to that point where these games starting to matter now.
Yeah, we're going to have to do something. We're going to have to have the intervention about that kicker stuff with you. You know what I mean? We're going to have to do something about that. You ain't living right.
we gonna get a kicker on here. We're gonna have to get Cade York on here so we can have a real conversation about this kicker thing with you. We gonna get you some help.
All right, look, Joe Thomas done tried to roast me about my kicker takes. And look, if Joe Thomas is not going to get me to stop it, y'all not winning. Y'all not winning this one with me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I say y'all because you part of y'all now. You know what I mean? Out here.
I'm going to make a call. I'm going to be like, hey, we got to talk to him, man. We got to talk to him. It's like, we got to talk. It's personal with him, man. We got to talk to him. Something going on.
Like, Cade, you could get cut next week. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they did nothing to nobody, man.
He seems like a nice guy. He does. He seems like a real nice young man. But he plays kicker. So, that the kind of stuff don't matter when you that dude. Like, was anybody like, hey, Brett Maher is a family man? No, we was all on Twitter talking about how you missed 4. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it don't matter. It don't matter how good of a person. I hate when people say that. Whenever somebody is absolutely selling on the football field and they be like, hey, he's a good man. That don't matter, dog. We talk reckless about Derek Carr every week. Like, what you mean? What you mean? Derek Carr probably one of the nicest dudes in football. It don't matter. You throw 3 interceptions, baby. We talk about you like you the devil. Like, it just is what it is. Cade York does that. Missed the kicks. Hey, bro, he seemed like a good person. I bet he fine, but they got nothing to do with what we talk about right now because we talk about these shanks that he be doing. Look, them kicks be... I'm going to ask him, why you be kicking at the Walmart, dog? Like, he be kicking it into the lake sometimes. See, now they're going to be mad at me, Colb. You did this to me. I'm going to remember this. They're going to be mad at me.
I can't even be mad at you, though, because that Ohio State kicker.
Ooh!
I was so
at the stroke of midnight. And you know what? I blame Ryan Day because why would you run the ball 2 times thinking you about to make a 50-yard field goal? When you got CJ, this is what I be talking about with them dudes, right? It's not the kicker that I'm mad at. It's the people who have these mindsets that the kicker gonna save you, and it be coaches that be driving me crazy. Because what was Ryan Day doing? He was playing for a field goal against Georgia. You got Marvin Harrison Jr. and CJ Stroud. You got 2 dudes who might...
didn't have Marvin
Harrison.
Yeah,
he didn't have Marvin Harrison Jr. in that game. Okay, my bad. You have somebody else who's going to go in the first round in the draft playing wide receiver for you because it's Ohio State. You got C.J. Stroud. You telling me you can be aggressive, try to get 10, 15 yards with C.J. Stroud? Nah, you going. We just want to get it on the right hash, and we want to just set the kicker up for success. Keep trusting the kickers, man. They're going to keep letting you down. Unless they Justin Tucker. I don't classify Justin Tucker as a kicker. I call him Justin Tucker. That is a man of his own. He plays past the position. But everybody else is just a kicker, man. And kickers will let you down. They will let you down. And they let you down when you play for the field goal every time. That's my one beef with them. You know what I mean? Everything else, hey, look, fine. You miss a kick here and there. I'm not mad at you for missing a 50-yard field goal. I understand it's tough. There's only how many people in the world that can make those consistently? Just like 20 people. We expect every kicker. You go to a St. Ed's game and the dude miss a 40-yard kick. We sitting there like, you should make that. We got a soccer team, right? Like, that's what you be thinking. You got a soccer program. He should make that. It's a high school kid. 20 people on earth can do this. We got the same expectation at every level. It is a brutal thing that we do to these kickers. But don't nothing make you feel worse. Don't nothing ruin the vibe like a missed field goal. It is the most anticlimactic thing. It is the biggest vibe. When you score a great touchdown, right? Nick Chubb get a 40-yard run over 5 people. And then Cade York come out there and boom.
Nothing is worse than when they miss the extra point, dog.
Nothing's worse. Nothing's more of a vibe killer in sports.
Because more than anything else, when they miss that extra point, it's going to come back to bite you at some point. Mm-hmm. At some point, it's going to come back to bite you.
And look, it's just unsettling. You know what I mean? And that's what happened with the Browns against the Jets. And look, I'm going to just keep it real here. You missed that extra. I like what the XFL does. You know what I mean? You got to get your points on the field. 1, 2, 3, ain't no extra points in the XFL. It's my kind of league. You know what I mean? It's my kind of, they decentivize punting. It is my kind of league. Okay. They need to adopt the same extra point rules. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be mad at K. York no more because he missed the extra point. I'd rather be mad at David Njoku for dropping the extra point. You know what I mean? Like, that at least feels more like football to me. Imagine the great conversation we could have about Kevin Stefanski's extra point play calling. Think about that. You know what I mean? Like, there's more in it for everybody. But if K. York miss a kick, I got to break down the hold. You know what I mean? I got to listen to people who tell me that he couldn't make the kick because the laces was in front. It's a 20-yard field goal, man. You a grown man. Kick that thing through 20 yards. You can't kick it straight 20 yards? Come on now. That's what your job is. The laces wasn't out front. And we got to hear all these excuses, learn a whole different sport, basically, just to talk about kickers when we could just be playing football to get that 1 point. Why? Why do we do this? It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, there's no worse insult to a professional athlete than you a grown ass man, dog. You are a grown man. Why can't you do
it? Remember, I'll go a throwback story, but this is a story that relates to this on the team, if you know. Remember, was it Justin? What's his name? He was from Oklahoma State, 2014. Justin Gilbert.
Justin Gilbert, yeah.
Couldn't show up on time to meetings. You a grown man, dog. The meetings ain't that early. Berea don't open till 9. Like, what's going on, dog? You know what I mean? Like, at some point, you got to be an adult about these things. And that's all I'm saying. You can't make these excuses that the laces was front on the 20-yard field goal on the extra point, man. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You should be able to make those no matter what, okay? There's no other excuse. If Donovan Mitchell misses a game-winning shot and somebody was in front of him trying to stop it, that's not an excuse to not make the shot, dog. Like, you got to make the shot. You got to be better. That's all I'm saying. We don't ever do that with kickers. Every time they miss, it's somebody else's fault. Or it's all their fault. You know what I mean? We don't have a good middle ground with kickers, and that's all I'm trying to do. I seem extreme because I'm the only one trying to pull this conversation into the center when it comes to kickers. But, you know, I know you are a man of kicker love. You have your kicker jerseys. You probably be scouting kickers at the combine. You about to be tweeting about kickers. It was probably like when they drafted K. York in the 4th round, you like, yeah. That's it. Finally, we invest in the position. You know, you was probably at my Twitter. Yeah, Q, what you think about that? You know, because every time something happened with the kicker, I got to find out about it. They've made me this way. Y'all did this to me. This might have to just be a bonus video at the end of it because we went 20 minutes on kickers.
Bro, these people really be stressing you out about kickers, dog? Is that deep?
Every time something happens with kickers, it's a thing, dog. I get tweeted. Like Brett Maher missed 4 field goals. I wasn't watching the game. I wasn't paying attention. But so many people were tweeting at me. Eyeballs. Oh, Q about to lose it. I'm not even watching the game. I have somehow became the Skip Bayless to kickers. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, that's a good lane for you, though. That's a good lane for you. That's
I know. I'm terrified one day Pat McAfee going to see one of my tweets and get mad at me, and I'm going to get ratioed by all the kicker lovers that are watching the show. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Pat McAfee has done this to our culture. You know, I feel like he has done this to football culture because he was a cool kicker.
I need Pat McAfee to quote a tweet and just hashtag for the brand. That's all I need him to do. I need him to do that too.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I like Pat's show. It's a great show. He does a great job. But it doesn't encourage all these kicker stands out here. You ever see somebody on Twitter reply to one of your tweets and they got a kicker as their profile picture? I just can't take them serious at that point. Like, you know what I mean?
People don't do that. A kicker?
Oh, you haven't seen this? Pay close attention.
I've never
seen it. They would K. York season. Like, their names would be, they are kicker stands, dog. They are out here. And I don't know why you not acting like that's not one of your burners, COLB, because I see the K. York jersey in the bathroom. You tried to hide it. It's there in your background. Y'all can't see it because the screen cutting it off, but I'm looking at it right now.
It's a wild lie to tell. It's a wild lie to tell on camera, dog.
Wow. COLB, kicker lover. Didn't know.
Hey, we gonna do a bet. We gotta do a bet during the season or something. If you lose, you gonna do a couple of these with a K. York jersey on. I promise.
It's a line of. I'm a man of morals. I will not put on no kicker jersey. No.
We gotta see it. We gotta see it. We gotta see it now. Gotta see it.
I'll put out like, yo, K York finishes the season. He has better stats than Justin Tucker. I'll get a K York jersey. Every year, safe bet, because Justin Tucker is much better than K York. Come on now. Come on. Nah, it's cool. He made that first kick. You got excited. You know, the internet tells me you are the biggest Baker hater in the world. So you just loved K York because of what he did to Baker Mayfield. So, you know, you got the jersey and your excitement and you got it framed and you put it in your bathroom. That's a little weird though, but you know, it is what it is.
Hey, this is the craziest lie anybody has ever told about me.
I'm just saying.
When he was like, he beat Baker, you was happy he beat Baker. I was like, man, yeah, I was.
Then you went right to clevelandbrowns.com and made because you know you gotta get the K York jersey made custom. So he waited 3 weeks for that jersey to come in.
Oh, that's crazy.
He told me about it, y'all. He told me about it. You remember he told me about it.
Please stop listening to Quincy's lies, man.
Every time you hear COLB in a space, no. He got a K York jersey on. Just envision that. You know what I mean? Just envision that. Just envision that. But everybody have a great day. Have a good night. Even those of you who love kickers. It's all jokes. I'm not that serious about it. But I am serious about COLB. He does love kickers. But everybody else have a great day. Have a good night.